Welcome to today's edition of 3 Minute Halacha. Purim is over, and now we have to get ready for Pesach. The Gemara in Pesachim on Daf Vav Amud Aleph teaches Shoalim Midarshim Behilchos HaPesach Kodem LaPesach Shloshim Yom, that we ask and we teach about Pesach during the 30 days before Pesach begins. But what does Shoalim Midarshim mean? Are the rabbis supposed to go out and actively teach the halachos of Pesach? Or is there a more passive response that this halacha is requesting? This question is all the more important because of another statement found in the Gemara Megillah and Daf Lamed Bet Amud Aleph, Dorshim Be'uchos Achag B'Chag, that on holidays we're supposed to be teaching about the holiday. So what's the difference between the days of the holiday when we're supposed to be teaching about the holiday and the 30 days before? The Rashba and the Ran explain that what the Gemara is trying to teach is about the validity of questions that are asked during the 30 days before Pesach. That if there's a question of Pesach versus a question of something else, during the 30 days before Pesach, those questions about Pesach are given priority. It's the time specifically for Pesach questions within those 30 days. Rashi and other Rishonim, however, disagree, and they say that no, there's a special requirement to study and to teach the halachos of Pesach during the 30 days before Pesach. So how do they explain Dorshim behilchos achag b'chag, that you teach the halachos of a holiday during the holiday? Explains the Beis Yosef, b'chag doesn't mean precisely on the holiday, but at the time of the holiday, and therefore there's no contradiction between the 30 days before and the second statement taught in the Gemara in Megillah. A second question, however, is raised regarding the statement, because according to that first Gemara in Pesachim, where we said that Shoalim V'Dorshim B'Hilchos HaPesach Kodem LaPesach Shloshim Yom, that we learn about Pesach 30 days before Pesach, is it only Pesach that we do this? Or is it every one of the holidays? According to the Beis Yosef, it's only Pesach, because Pesach is so complex and there's so many halachos, we need to set aside extra time before the beginning of the holiday. However, the Maharsha shows that according to Rashi, this would apply to all three of the major holidays, and in fact, that's the Vilna Gaon's position in Shulchan Aruch. A third opinion is that of the Chok Yaakov, who takes a middle ground, that when it comes to before Pesach, 30 days before, there's a requirement to begin learning the halachos. However, when it comes to other Yom Tovim, when it comes to Sukkot or Shavuos, it's only a custom. This idea, of course, of Shoalim V'Dorshim B'Hilchos HaPesach Kodem Pesach Shloshim Yom, that the 30 days before Pesach is the time to be learning about Pesach, has actually a halachic implication, and that is, what happens if a person is leaving their home before Pesach? Do they have to check for chametz? Do they have to do b'dikas chametz? The halacha we're taught in Orach Chaim, Taf Lamed Vav, Sif Aleph and Beis, is that if a person is leaving more than 30 days before Pesach, you don't have to do a b'dikas chametz in your house. What's the reason for this? Because 30 days before Pesach is already considered the maximum time. You leave more than 30 days, you're outside that realm of Pesach. But if you left your house less than 30 days before, when we're already learning the halachas of Pesach, you would have to make a b'dikas chametz, and that b'dikas chametz typically would be made at night before you leave without a bracha. The last night, obviously, before Pesach, the regular time of b'dikas chametz, you would make the bracha. Now's the time to begin to review the halachas of Pesach.